Hello Jayhawks and welcome to Good Morning KU. I'm Michael Garrett.
And I'm Jessica Gomez.
Now obviously today is September 11th. So today we're going to talk about kind of the memories that we've had for September 11th.
Yes.
It's a sad day, isn't it?
It's a very sad day, and it was so long ago and just
It
doesn't feel that long.
Today's actually the 12th year anniversary. It was actually 12 years ago, and if I remember back, I was in third grade. I don't know how old you were.
I was in second grade.
Second grade, so elementary school. Wow. Now, what was your memories like for September 11th?
All I remember really is the teachers kind of told us that the World Trade Center had been hit, and of course I'm in second grade, so I don't really understand what that means. And my school sent us all home, and we were with our families, and we got to watch the news, and that's when it finally hit me, what was the World Trade Center, what had hit the building.
So you actually went home. The school ended for the day. Because I remember it was in the morning.
Yes.
I was in gym class. I was in third grade, and we were playing dodgeball or something, running around the gym, and our principal actually came on the intercom and said, students, can I have your attention? A tragedy has happened here in America. The World Trade Centers are under attack. Well, a plane hit them. Yeah. See, I just thought plane crashes all the time. I mean, I was in third grade. I had no idea what was going on.
Yeah.
But we went back to my classroom, and my teacher was crying and crying and crying. And so obviously as third graders, we're all crying because our teacher's crying and we don't know what's going on. And we turned on the news and we just saw these buildings burning and all of this just catastrophe. And I didn't really grasp, I guess, the ramifications that was going to have and what really that meant because I was so young. But
No, when I came home, my mom was crying too. So I was like, why is my mom crying? What's going on? But now that it's been years later, I cried too because it's kind of an emotional event that's all happened to us, and we've watched it over the years, and just imagine being one of the victims of the it would just be so crazy to actually see it.
Have you been to New York too, where the World Trade Center site is?
I've been around it. I've walked around it. I've seen part of it, but I never got to go inside.
I think when I was there, I was. How old was I? It was senior year of high school. I went to visit it, and that's when it really struck me because they have the memorial's actually really cool how it's set up. There's stuff for the firemen, the policemen, all those people that came and served. But it was really a cool experience and really interesting. So.
It really is.
Yeah. Well, we're going to be back with a couple of guests today, so we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be back in a few minutes.
Well, you're wrong.
I'm wrong. You're the one who misrepresented the facts.
The facts? Are you kidding? Your proposal is ridiculous.
You have no right to call anyone.
You are the worst example of politics.
I stand for something.
Flip-flop.
I stand for something.
Flip-flopper, flip-flopper.
Your proposal is ludicrous.
My proposal will go exactly the way I say it will.
My dead body.
I think somebody needs a timeout.
That's the power of one.
I motion that I be issued the timeout, and
Wow, me too.
yeah, for sure, you should get a timeout.
I apologize.
And I motion that I start showing more respect.
Civility. Pass it on.
Hi, welcome back. I'm here with Ann Hartley, the Associate Director of the University Career Center. So Ann, tell us what you do at the Career Center. What's kind of your job?
The job I hold right now in the Career Center is I work with employers who are coming to campus who want to hire KU students, so I develop relationships with them and hopefully encourage them to come and hire our graduates. And part of that is setting up events.
Oh, so what kind of events do you guys have usually?
So quite a number of career fairs, internship fairs, career fairs, and then today we're holding a volunteer fair.
Now where is that? Is that out here in the Union?
Yes, that's going on today in the 4th floor lobby of the Union. And this is an event we've held for about 15 years now. I've been around so long, I actually started the first one 15 years ago.
Wow.
So I've been working with this for a number of years. And we invite in a number of community organizations and then also some folks who are postgraduate, kind of like Peace Corps, some that are sort of religious affiliated that have some really interesting experiences you can do after graduation. And they come and talk to students and tell them what kinds of volunteer opportunities they can get involved with.
Now, so is this, if we're talking career-based here, is this kind of for people maybe looking to get into like nonprofit, maybe like charity kind of work, more volunteer-based toward, I guess, the end of their college career, like going into that?
Absolutely. It's and it's also just for people who want a volunteer experience, who want to work with a certain population, or they just want to build their resume and have some different experiences outside of just your academic life. It's great for that. But it also, for some people, they'll discover in that process, hey, this is something I love doing, I have a passion for it. Maybe I can turn this into a career when I graduate. So that's one of the nice things about getting involved, is the more experiences you have, the more hands-on kinds of things you get to do in college, the better able you are to figure out maybe what you want to do.
Perfect. And how long will this be going on today?
It goes on from 10 o'clock until 2 o'clock.
10 o'clock to 2 o'clock. So you guys have a couple hours to come check it out, and hopefully see Ann there. Thank you, and I appreciate you coming on the show.
Thank you so much.
We'll be back with another guest after a quick break.
Where you go to college
Thank you.
makes a
Appreciate it.
statement about you. This place will become a part of you, your identity for life. The University of Kansas, a great place to be you.
All right, guys, welcome back. Our buddy Marcus here, student body president, is here for another week. Glad to have you back, Marcus. How you doing?
Thank you, Michael. I'm doing good. Thanks for having me on this morning.
Yeah, no problem.
Happy to be here.
So why don't you, last week we were talking kind of about freshman elections. Maybe you kind of want to tell us how that's going, what's been going on with
Yeah,
that?
absolutely. So we have 27 freshmen who, for the last week, have been campaigning, and let me tell you, some of them have been working really hard.
Wow.
There's been chalking. There's been some funny puns that these guys and gals are throwing together, and they're getting really creative with it, and it's really fun to see them really take ownership of this election experience. And tonight at Full Senate, which is open to the public, I encourage everyone to come. Freshman election results will be posted, and out of the 27 candidates, their class will have picked 5, and that will be announced tonight.
So you mentioned open Senate. What's that like tonight?
Tonight is our first open Senate, and what that means, all Senate meetings are open and available for the public to come, but this is our first real Senate meeting. It'll start at 6:30 tonight, and myself and Emma Halling, the Vice President, and our Chief of Staff, Tyler Childress, and our Treasurer, Michael Graham, we will all be making our formal officer reports to kick the year off. And I'm really excited. I'm really excited for some of the things that we're going to be able to talk about tonight, and I'm excited to drop some knowledge bombs, and I'm really excited for the year to go on.
Could you maybe share a couple things that you guys are planning on talking about this evening?
Absolutely. There have been conversations about an off-campus resource center. I want to inform everyone on the progress that's been made towards the parking ticket forgiveness program. And there's also a really great breakthrough involving an endowment account that will be repurposed into a renewable scholarship fund for students to have access to for years to come.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
I really encourage, Michael, even yourself, bring the crew, bring the team, and
we'll bring the Good Morning KU news team in there.
It's 6:30. I'd love to have you on.
6:30, and that's where is that going to be located?
It's just here in the Union in Alderson Auditorium.
Alderson, cool. So that's really close to here.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, thanks for coming on the show, buddy.
Michael, thanks so much.
Always a pleasure having you. We're going to take another quick break, and we'll have Jessica Maddie back in here to give us a little bit of news recap.
Wow. College already.
Yeah. We gotta go.
For all those times you stood by me. For all the
And remember that
Seatbelt. Drive safe. Call when I get there.
for all the joy you brought to
Hi.
my life.
I love you.
For every dream you made come true. For all the love I found in you.
I love you too, Daddy.
You're the one who saw me through.
And thanks for everything.
My strength when I was weak. You were my voice when I couldn't speak.
Gratitude. Pass it on. A message from the Foundation for a Better Life.
President Barack Obama addressed the nation last night in an attempt to gain public support for a military strike against Syria. But again, he took everyone by surprise when he asked Congress to postpone the vote to authorize military force. The Russian government proposed a plan on Monday for Syria to turn over its chemical weapons-style pact to international control. The plan lacks detail, but would meet Obama's main criteria for ending the chemical weapons threat against the al-Assad regime. The United States accused Syria's government of using poison gas in an attack on August 21st that killed more than 1,400 innocent civilians near Damascus.
Those of you who enjoy yogurt should be aware of a recall because of a common mold found in dairy products. The U.S. FDA reported Tuesday that at least 89 reports of people getting sick after consuming Chobani Greek yogurt that may have been contaminated by mold. The reports have not been confirmed, and Chobani voluntarily removed the product from the store shelves after receiving consumer complaints about swollen or bloated yogurt containers. Consumers who have purchased the affected yogurt are advised to contact Chobani's customer loyalty team.
Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week is wrapping up today and tomorrow. Celebrities and top fashion moguls have lined the audiences hoping to catch new styles and trends for the spring. Top looks include pastels, neutral dresses, and designs with ruffles and subtle patterns.
If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. In the case of one house on Moundridge Drive here in Lawrence, prospective renters were cheated out of a $250 deposit on a $500 a month or two-bedroom home. In contradiction to the advertisement, this house is for sale, not for rent. Con artists from as far away as California or even overseas are replacing ads on sites like Craigslist, offering great rental deals on houses that are actually for sale. Prospective renters are asked to send in deposits but never hear back from the contact.
The loved ones of 9/11 victims are gathering at Ground Zero this morning to commemorate the attack's 12th anniversary with a reading of the names and moments of silence. Governor Andrew Cuomo and musician Billy Joel will join the firefighters in a tribute motorcycle ride from Manhattan Firehouse to Ground Zero.
Thank you for watching on 9/11, a day we'll never forget.